Today's Daily Dose of Math is a quick little video that talks about labeling of angles and triangles. Right here we have triangle ABC, and we can refer to that with this. Triangle ABC. Notice this is not the angle symbol, it actually has three sides, so it's a triangle symbol. That's straightforward. And if a student is trying to find the angles in the triangle to answer a question, they could refer to this one as angle A. I'll show an arc in red showing angle A. And the student could refer to that as angle A using this angle symbol. And that's very straightforward. This is enough for certain types of geometry problem, and the student will get away with using this way of showing which angle they're talking about. But then things get a little bit more complicated when we add more shapes to this drawing. So I'm going to show a second triangle. By adding these two line segments. And I'm going to call this new vertex D. Now the problem is, when we refer to angle A now, there are not only two, but three possible angle A's in this drawing. Because this one here, which I'll show in green, is angle A. Of course, we have the original red angle A, and now using blue, I can show, we also have this angle A. And these ways of expressing it are lacking. It starts being confusing. Which angle A are we talking about? It's confusing for the student who's reading the question. It's confusing for the teacher who's correcting the student's answer to the question. And that's why it's better to have another notation that's a little bit more clear. When I talk about this red angle A, a better way of expressing it is angle BAC. So the angle that's formed when we go from B to A and over to C, that's the red one, and it's very clear that that's the one I'm talking about. Take note that the A that we were talking about, where the angle happens, the vertex of the angle, always ends up being the middle letter when we do this. For the green one, that would be called angle CAD, starting from C, going to A, and then over to D. That's the green angle, and this is very clear that that's the one I'm talking about. And of course, A ends up being the middle letter again. I can call this angle DAC instead if I want, and it's still clear because the letter in the middle makes it clear. The blue one goes all the way from this line here to this line down there. So a good way of referring to it as angle BAD. Then it's very clear which angle I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one that's drawn with the blue arc, and the middle letter tells me the vertex of the angle that I am talking about. This is a little discussion of how we can label triangles and angles in a way that's a little bit more clear, a little more detailed, so that we don't get confused when our diagram has more than one triangle in it. That's today's Daily Dose of Math. Please like, subscribe, and share.